you know, a big shotgun blast from the Morphling, but you just want to play for this game fast. And Gambit needed like a huge buff in their team fight. Kunkka does provide that.
Yeah, you also want to turn into Lifestealer, so you have that free BKB for him. Also, Nature's Prophet should do very well in the lane against Kuroki. I'm wondering if Kuroki wants to steal some of the creeps. Dream.
I mean, he's just straight dead. Nigma diving down bottom, and he's come out all on his own there. No one else around to be able to help push them off. First blood for Nigma onto Dream. They'll also be able to pull the FNG away here, maybe try and chase him also. Look at the Spirit out, the slow's there. GH, Mind Control, and Kuro, they'll chase this one down. I don't know if FNG can get himself away. He's been slowed down by the Orb of Venom. Nigma, they're going to start off this game with a couple of kills down here. 2 kills for Nigma here. WeHa's just consistently sitting at full HP. FN never really being able to find the Tidebringer hits, and now with this DD rune pickup, this mid lane's going to get even harder for FN, and WeHa's punches, they're going to hurt.
Wee's playing this really amazing. He's pushing out the lanes. All right, the Dream is gone. Back to Wee on the mid lane. He outpushes the lane, controls the rune, even though the previous rune was Invis, which he killed. Didn't matter too much, but the DD, all clockwork.
Yeah, this is smart. They know that WeHa wants to play aggressive with the DD, so Vampire's moved over. They're going to get on top of them. WeHa does land the 2-man Light Strike array, but they've surrounded him. WeHa probably going to get a kill or 2 out of this. He'll get the one of them. Post the Fairy Fire. He's going to have the movement speed as well. FN, has he got anything else? Here's the TP backup. You talked about FNG coming across to try and help, but another stun. WeHa gets the 2 of them. Salves up, turns with the Dragon Slave, gets the double
what a
kill.
Play.
WeHa will lift the Treants. They will chase him, but they won't be enough to kill him. GH is even going to come across and give a good bit of a punch to FN.
And he can also rotate to the mid lane. We saw that today already, where he ganks with the Lifestealer the mid lane.
And you've got to watch out for those Infest movements. Very confident playing around them. Movement from the mid. WeHa heads down towards bottom. He'll help them pick off poor old Vampire, who's really struggling to get much done at the moment as this support clock. Just a couple of deaths. As you know, 7-0. They still are struggling to find their first kill. They'll look to Miracle, and they will get him. Very, very big kill for Gambit. Exactly what they needed. They outplay him. The combination between the lasso every single time, FN will be able to offer that follow-up pretty consistently with the Torrent boat. And they'll get the kills on these 3 heroes. They're not tanky heroes early on at all. Now back towards mid.
Lasso's up.
He sweeps across. Here's the lasso. Drags him back and away. FN's going to attempt to head over. Will get caught out by the Stomp the Sleep. He's not even needed though. It's Shashlo. He's just doing this alone.
Man,
really nice stuff from
keeping them in this game. It's hard to start a fight with the Nigma's lineup. They need to get close, or V needs to use that Yule Scepter. It's really not easy.
The river, Vampire, and FN smoked up a little bit of a bait from Shashlo here as he draws them over. There's the opening for the hookshot straight away into WeHa. They'll look for the X-Mark combo. He uses himself up defensively, but he still gets caught out by the boat. WeHa will fall. Now Miracle and Mind Control turn up. Instant Halberd onto the lifesteal. He'll put the rage. They'll look for the jewel. Dream, he's shifting up. Is it enough to keep him alive? It is. Dream will still live. They'll lose the clock. He'll turn over towards Dream. He waveforms away. Nigma, have they got any further catch? The Spirit's out. Staying upon Dream. Shashlo trying to slow them down and push back with the adaptive. Will stun Miracle for the time being. The Stomp won't get him as Dream's under the tower. This is Miracle though. He's aggressive. He wants to keep going. Shashlo will be able to punish it. Drags him back with the lasso. Separates him from the Morphling.
Does not have a place actually after that bad laning stage. They need one item on the Morph. That's going to be E-Blade for him. So this is kind of a...
Ooh. This gang, it catches Shashlo by surprise. Mind Control able to just get the walk up and duel around the tree line, and Miracle's inside him ready to fight as well. Imagine that Gambit want to get over there. They do have those wards that would have seen Nigma step over towards the Roche pit. But with the Deso, maybe just doing it a little too quickly for Gambit to do anything. They do have the hook shot, so we could look for a steal here if Excess Vampire wants to commit.
Nice.
Got to look at the timing, but indeed, the creep control from Kuro is blocking him off. The Torrent's there, but Vampire cannot get in time. Great plays from both GH and Kuro to just block off any route of access for Vampire. The boat comes crashing down. He'll try for the TP out, but they've got more than enough stuns to hold him in place, set him up for the duel as Roshan, Aegis, and the bonus duel damage all goes to Nigma. Gambit cannot contest the Roshan time. Providing himself and having that disarm to counteract a lot of the damage really coming from both the Kunkka and the Morph. Still obviously ways to play with the magical output they offer. That's another courier. FNG's able to get back to business.
That's a lot of gold that you get from the couriers right now.
If you add them all up on top, they found Mind Control. Excellent play. Dream gets the kill. They look to return, and Dream, he's going in aggressively. He's going to waveform forward, turn into Lifestealer, pop the rage, but he's taken a decent amount of right clicks, so he has to start shifting back into strength. Looks for Weeha. Weeha will be able to dodge that final nuke with the Yules, and Dream, he needs assistance. He has to waveform back again to get himself away. He will live. But very refreshing to see, Dream really starting to get stuck in, diving in like that to 4 heroes.
And the GH, he understands I need to be on top of him, so that's why he's building a BKB. He needs to be close. They don't have any abilities besides Lasso that go through BKB.
Yeah, and their best method of sort of dealing with GH would have been the E-Blade combo from Morph, so... I'm sure once that's there,
whoa,
cause a problem.
Half HP.
This is it's a tanky hero. Yeah, you sort of see it here. They are laying down the ults. Miracle's going to come in. Can they actually kill off FN? FN pots the BKB. He's running. Miracle staying on top. They have to use the hook shot. SS Vampire will disrupt the play from Miracle, pushing back in towards the torrent, but doesn't manage to get away. Laguna Blade from Weehard takes the clock out of the map. And they're losing the base pretty quickly. That is a tier 3 gone. They're going to be onto the barracks. Dream does find the tier 2 top, but they're just conceding this bottom lane. They're not going to try and put a defense together. They feel that with the Aegis, they cannot touch Miracle the once, let alone the twice. Yeah, everything's starting to really build up to this point, this 25-minute era, which I feel like, Nigma, the games that they have been able to win, they have sort of fallen between this 25-30-minute mark where they really start to push on with the power that they've built up. They're coming out mid, though. Gambit, they see an opportunity to get in onto Miracle, but whoa, Dream's just gone. He stepped forward and he was a little too low, and Weehart basically just one-shots the poor old Morph. And Dream, he's without buyback.
Now it's time to go for Nigma. The Morph players, man, these days, they're so greedy, morphing everything without having a vision on that high ground, so Lina just snipes them.
Yeah, one of the reasons why you don't see Lina in a game much against a Morph, as it's normally taken away if a team wants to present the Morphling pick. But the buildings just fall so fast. This Armlet Deso and the buff from the Legion. Miracle cleans up on the mid lane. It's 25 minutes in, 2 sets of full racks down against Gambit. The game, it's only getting harder for them.
Was that Laguna?
It was. He's tanky, FN, not quite like Dream. Doesn't really care about a Laguna. They care about sort of the full combo from the two of them, though. GH stomp, setups the ult. He pops the BKB. I don't know if this will save him as FN doesn't manage to get the boat or any sort of extra safety out in time. Kunkka will fall. It's Gambit, they're starting to hemorrhage kills on their all-important carries. And they're just going to ignore it for now. Keep the wave pushed in on the top lane. Roshan is up. Gambit. The smoke will start to end. They're trying to get in onto Nigma on the back lines. The jewel's there. Can they put a stop to this? Hook shot over from Vampire. The cogs are out. For Miracle, he turns towards Shashlo, caught out by the light strike. They've lost the bat. The poor old boss in so much trouble as he waveforms away. He has to run as he gets Laguna down low. Mind control will fall. FNG able to TP back to safety. They're focusing Dream. They'll try to TP out, but then the stomp, it's all there to hold back the Morph. Another attempt to waveform away. He'll turn into Legion to buff himself up, given some sort of heal. He'll use the E-Blade. He's trying to play away from these heroes, but they'll continue to chase him. The Dragon Slave clips him, and Mind Control slices him down.
He wants that aura on top of him to remove all of his base armor and magical resistance. Morph does not have a buyback. He just
does not.
Invested everything into that.
I think they just called it.
This is it.
They just called it. I mean, you got to understand, it certainly felt like it. This was a game where 2 racks were down. Gambit, they just weren't able to do anything. They tap out. They know it's their best interest to just focus on what they want to bring to game 2 rather than wasting any more time on this game 1. As Nigma, they get away with it once more.
Yeah, they banned the PL against the Slark. I feel like Naga is, we've not been seeing much of it, but it's kind of just like a slightly lower tier than the PL, but does a very similar thing. But does one thing much better, which is the lane shove.
Yeah, it's going to be far too hard for Dream really to get anything done against these 3. Especially said with the power, sure he can keep himself safe, but he's never really going to get the chance to get in close to the heroes and try and go for the creeps themselves. As they're diving in, they've got the stuns. Do they have quite the burst to bring FNG down? They do. First blood goes to Kuro. He is the carry now.
His catch potential from that roll, they're going to rely on that so much.
Well,
Oh, courier train.
oh, he's going to get the lashes as well. Kuro didn't get the memo. All right, Excess Vampire taking a bit of a page out of FNG's book from last game.
That's almost 100 gold for his team.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Kuro's farm still he's not doing great. For the kills that they've found, Kuro's having trouble hitting the CS. As see maybe them turn back towards action. FNG and Vampire trying to go in onto Miracle, but straight away with the Fisher, the stuns, it's just too much. It's so hard for Gambit to fight into this. Anytime they step forward, the hero just gets immediately punished.
Level 7 casual, no points in Doom yet.
He may be in trouble here.
The last time I saw that was K1 was playing Carry Doom.
As Shashlo is going to run. He's speedy with the phase and the Scorched Earth. If they have anything else to catch him, Miracle. He's looking for the cast. He's going to have to slow in a second. Will clip him, but is it enough? The Fisher will be up in a second. Out it goes, buying time for Mind Control to get in. He needs sort of a proc on the passive if he wants to find this. Another cookie.
Oh, very nice dodge.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These cookies, even when they don't hit, causing a lot of problems for Gambit. And this tri lane has given Kuro this decent start on the left. Still, the farm he's struggling with. They're seeing even on the top lane, the press they're putting, the Dream Slug is ahead of Kuro's Leshrac. Was mid. Turning towards FNG, We Are's going to cut across and start to force FM back. FNG needs backup. Excess Vampire's going to come in with the combo. Looks towards Miracle. They'll be able to turn and take him. Finally, getting the Snapfire off the map. It will cost FNG his life. They do put an end to the rain that Snapfire was having up and down. Dream is level 8. Despite all the deaths that they were having up top, it hasn't knocked this Slark off his game.
It's hard to kill Slark right now. Okay, there it is.
This works just as good as a kill down bottom. The movement's made. They'll get the pick off. Dream is going to be focused. Does manage to juke out the stun, and he's healing up with the Shadow Dance, but they have the AoE. The Leshrac, just such a strong hero against the Slark, being able to reliably do damage through that ultimate.
Like, look at the kills. 8-2 for Nigma, but Gambit is finding the farm on the map, plus those courier kills, of course.
And it's just sort of the question for Nigma in this lineup. When they do this sort of role switch up, sure, mechanically they're going to have the abilities to make plays. What can they sort of lead that into? Mid lane, they will make that movement. They'll be able to get in on top of FN, see if they can get Vampire as well, and lay down the Magnetize. They're going to dive on forward. We Are connect with the Timber Chain and a Chakram. The rotation comes in, Enigma, they'll clean up kills, and they'll also take this tier 1 tower nice and early here. 11 minutes in, it's gone. It's just a question of what sort of item timing they're going to look to really make plays happening. As last game as well, we saw them farm well, but it never came together in time before Enigma was able to close down the game.
Pure damage, extremely efficient against Timbersaw, and Chantress does not care about the armor.
Let's see if they can try and kill him off return. He's able to break the drain here with the Timber Chain. They do also have Shashlo moving in for the side. He's going to go for the TP, but look who's there waiting for him. Shashlo in the perfect place. As We Are felt he was safe enough to Timber and TP out. Was not the case. Gambit, big kill here. We Are was starting to get a little out of control around this middle lane. And of course, Dream not quite sure where the backup would be and doesn't want to make the same mistake as he made earlier when he overcommitted onto Alesh.
A lot of this farm is shared between Kuro, We, and Mind Control. If you're asking yourself who's the real carry here, I don't have an answer, but definitely Mind Control has a very good early game.
Mid chasing. Ounce will be there. The four of them doing a good job. Miracle trying to save We Are with the cookie. But they got it, Gambit. Sort of a second time now where We Are shown himself mid. They recognize that they cannot let Nigma get away with these constant kills that they're farming on the map. And they're reacting now.
GH is so close to Blink Dagger. 300 gold away. Oh, a little bit of a misused stun.
Oh, Tomb's down on Kuro. It will be bounced away by the cookie. Can Gambit get in any deeper to continue to chase? Vampire goes forward, gets the Magnetize down onto the three of them. That's going to do a lot to Kuro. Kuro's got to split back with a song. Oh, it couldn't be better. Whoa! In slams there. Mind Control with the perfect song setup. It enables them to kill 4. They're going to kill 5. Vampire stun up in the tree. And Mind Control, a beautiful song. One of the best songs we've seen as Gambit. They just group up and it was almost as if they forgot that the song would be there ready to do that. Earth Spirit and Doom, they all want to be on top of the target. So it's very hard for them to play in a way that doesn't end up in them all being very bunched up.
You said Slark's gonna need a fast BKB. We're gonna see that replay once again.
I mean, it was beautiful. As you said, as soon as he opened his voice, we are gonna have to watch back in the action.
It's really tough for them because catch is limited. Doom is used on a target. Earth Spirit needs to roll in. If there's a good Fisher to block them off, that Doom is just gonna be used for nothing.
Let's see what they can do about Weeha here. Definitely one of the trickier ones to go on. Shashlo, he's in though, and I say that, they make quick work of him. It's been a third time now where Weeha, they do have a considerable amount of magic damage to take this Timber Sword down in seconds. Slowing down Weeha's game and continue to propel that of their 3 cores. You definitely have to be careful if you're Nigma about fighting around Gambit's lineup. Mind control, back to finding space. He's 3-0-3 at the moment and he's pushing in top mid lane. They're getting in aggressive, going again, slamming them down, putting a stop to it all. Gambit, they try and get in, and aggressive. Kuro's going to tick down pretty low.
Oh, he's attacked Kuro.
Deny him. Miracle takes him out. As
a lot of pings coming on him.
Yeah, I mean, this is 2 times in mid.
To have 3 melee heroes who need to get close against Earthshaker, Timbersaw, it's the perfect game. Miracle, 2 and 13 on this hero.
Dream, he's just trying to run into the 4 of them. He's kind of crazy. What's he doing?
That's what we call feeding, I guess.
I mean, yeah, textbook. That was not a great idea. And you can see it from a mile off. I mean, Gambit, I think sort of those plays in mid, Nigma just have shattered them. And now they're just looking completely lost.
Play stupid games, though, and win stupid prizes.
Yeah. And then into Roast they go. Last time, Gambit tried to head over here with Dream, ended up in a huge mess. They're not going to head over this time. Nigma having more space to take this Roast, get the Aegis onto Kuro.
It feels like they're not playing Dota at the moment. There's no real motivation. It feels like Doom is used, and that's all. Let's run onto them.
So what they can get is Shashlo. He's into the trees. What does he want to drop the Doom on? He's holding onto it for now. Doesn't want to drop it immediately onto GH. Will be set up by the Yules. They've got the combo. Slam's going to be out. GH will manage to get it. There's the BKB. Shashlo putting the Doom down onto a full HP Weeha. So Weeha will be fine. He just won't be able to use any abilities for now. FNG's turned upon. They've lost 1-for-1 here at the moment as both supports will fall. But Nigma, they're ready to keep this fight going. The Doom, it's about to end. Snapfire cookie forward as Timbersaw bounces onto Shashlo's Doom. It's 2 dead on them. FN, he's separated. The song setup's there, buying time for Kuro to head over and help Mind Control kill off the Pugner. As here they have it. FN, he cannot run. Sorry, it wasn't Kuro, it's just Miracle. Everybody else comes over to see the death of FN once more. It is getting bloody right now. 26-8. Gambit, they just haven't been able to find any sort of play going their way.
Such a tough Doom game to start with. You do not have a clear target. If you don't Doom Naga Siren, you're just gonna use ulti and you will run away. Mind Control without mana at the moment.
And again, the stuns, it's too much for Dream to deal with. Vampire rolls in. He is almost certainly gonna fall. No way out.
It's a nightmare for Dream.
It's looking a little bit hopeless now for Gambit. It's got enough regen, having the pipe. He's far too tanky. And this whole game, Mind Control, he's just been allowed to free farm. 13,000 net worth at the moment at 23 minutes in. And Shashlo, he's popped the BKB, but it's just a BKB, a walk in, a hello, and a goodbye. Just what can they do inside the base? Losing heroes, unable to push Nigma back. They'll take this tier 3 tower, Nigma.
To back off. Or is it?
I mean,
it was just Kuro with Boots of Travel tipping, with the TP scroll tipping back, has Boots of Travel to come back into a team fight. Also, V, because of a lot of issues. Echo.
GH is in. Slam's there as well as the fish of the Snapfire ult. Mortimer's Kiss is raining down from above. They will be able to split get away. The combo this time won't kill them. So that is a couple of ults down from Nigma. Doesn't get the job done onto Gambit. In the trees, though, they've found excess Vampire out and alone outside of the base. No chance for him to escape. Greaves done on Miracle, so the aura is building up for Nigma. They really can now just stay sat outside the base of Gambit. They've got the sustain to keep themselves here.
Mark once again.
They'll get him once.
It's a lot of damage.
Let's see what they can find off the back of that first kill. Can they get more? GH throwing the Fisher out. The Doom has been dropped onto Weehaw. Weeha's going to need assistance. He's stuck inside of the base here. Kuro outside goes for the Yule's combo to FN, but won't be able to execute it. They do lose Weehaw. The Doom's successful this time. With him as deep as he was, Nigma could not get him out. Now Gambit, it's their time to strike. They've got to hit back hard. They'll look towards Miracle. The rest of Nigma get themselves away. Miracle goes for the TP out, but Vampire cancels the TP. A double kill. Finally, Gambit able to get together some sort of play as Nigma, they just dive that little bit too deep. Weehaw caught on the high ground, no backup can get to him. Gambit will finally push back Nigma.
But on the top lane, meanwhile, Naga Siren almost took the full melee rack.
Vampire!
Connects. Vampire, we talked about how he needs to be more active, redeem himself for a bad game in game number 1.
Present the Timber at the front. GH, he's just got to wait for the counterplay. No need to reveal himself until that is required. FNG starting to harass Weehaw a bit with the impetus. The Greaves are out. GH does step forward.
Oh, Siege. Melee racks are gone.
It's down. Nigma, they get what they came for on this top lane. We'll see if they want to reposition elsewhere and try to repeat the play on the mid as they do swing around. Understandable, you know, Gambit, there's no way they're winning fights without investing fully in these items. They've gone fully in with these purchases, trying to do something on this bottom. They've got to somehow get Weehaw away as he is slowly tickling down the towers. Chashlo is able to get in and find the Doom onto the Naga Siren, but he's already separated. He's able to get away. FN committing with a BKB. GH and Weehaw trying to sneak away in the trees. Weehaw turns with the Chakram. Jump forward.
That's a
GH,
big kill.
he's getting life drain down low. They'll kill off the Shaker. Now they've got to look for more. Chashlo and Dream continuing to commit in the trees. Roll forward. They found Kuro. They've silenced him up. He's using up the Earthspread in response. The Smortabus kisses are coming down. Dream, he's trying to fight on into the 3 of them. Pots the BKB and the Shadow Dance, but he has to run. Excess Vampire's down for a minute. No buyback. Chashlo will pop the BKB, but the 4 members of Nigma will continue to chase him down. He's got decent movement speed, but the BKB ends. He's netted up. He'll fall. He does have buyback himself, but that was Gambit's attempt to fight with these newly picked up BKBs, and it didn't do enough. They kill the Shaker, but they get nothing else, and they lose 2 of their own.
When you see your Slark with BKB and ulti running away, you know it's time to write something in the old pad.
It doesn't feel great when you see that item and ability active at the same time. It's not been the way you want to take the fight. These bottom racks, Gambit, they're just going to have to watch them go.
Miracle did a good job in the previous fight. He got rid of that ward from Pogna with his third ability. Just insta-kills it.
And there we go. Bottom racks taken. Nigma, they know that they can start to just threaten the tier 4 towers. It's been very hard for Gambit to push them off any of the barracks. Pushing them off to tier 4s is going to be just as impossible as it seems. Dream forced to pop the Shadow Dance. GH is in with the Echo Slam. They have the control through the Shadow Dance. Dream, he'll pop the BKB, but he's dead and gone. 70 seconds, no buyback. Vampire tries to roll away, but Kuro gets in, blocks him off. Vampire will fall as Nigma, they pretty much have just done it here. GG is indeed called as Nigma will take into the series is theirs 2-0 as they knock Gambit down and out. And they did it. They proved something to the critics. I don't know quite what, but they made these role swaps once again. This time, it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Mind controls Naga Siren. It was flawless. He played this game as if he's been playing carry his whole life.
0 deaths on Naga Siren. I feel like Nigma did not give opportunity to Gambit to actually play the game in both of these games.